Welcome back to Live and Local Anoka. Here at Peninsula Point Park, we are just down the road from one of Anoka's most historic buildings and one of their most popular and unique eating establishments in Mad Hatter. We have Liz Koch here from Mad Hatter. Liz, thank you for coming on the show with us.
Sure, you bet.
So there's a lot of changes happening at Mad Hatter. I was up there with Billy, our producer, just a couple weeks ago to kind of get a preview. Can you tell us what's new at Mad Hatter and specifically about the markets?
Yeah, so we are adding in food grab-and-go market, which is why we discontinued brunch. I know we upset a lot of people. We're sorry, but it became not sustainable after the pandemic, and I've always wanted the grab-and-go markets. It's on our blueprints from our original build-out. We're super excited. It is taking extremely longer than we planned for because of the history of the house, and so we're being very mindful to not disturb. It's going in the library, and it's all paneled walls, and of course the hardwood floors, and so we just have to be super mindful to not disturb the history and the beauty of the property, because we don't know in 100 years. I won't be there for sure. Somebody may want to take that out one day and still have the original stuff, and so that process has taken a lot longer because there's a lot more involved in it and a lot more expenses, but we're doing it. We just feel like it's the right thing to do, but it's going to be great. It's going to have all of our, not all, but a lot of our favorites that people have gotten used to over the years, and pastries, our scones, of course, quiches, our salad dressings, jams, dinners. We're going to have ready-made dinners, so you can just stop and pick up dinner on your way home. You can pre-order, that kind of thing. So we're just super excited about the market. Excellent.
And the library space, having just visited, is beautiful, and that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful spot for that. You talked about the construction and it being a little bit more complicated being in such a gorgeous historical building. How is the construction going to change the interior?
It won't, from a customer standpoint, it's not going to change a whole lot, other than some of the paneling will be covered up. Because we have to have, the health department has to approve, and we have to have all the things that a commercial kitchen has to have, basically, which we have a commercial kitchen, but because we'll be serving food out there as well, we have to go through that whole process. So there will be some of the paneling covered up, but it will not be disturbed from behind. So the original, there's a few spots they'll have to attach, but they'll basically be like a false wall. Mm-hmm. And so it's not going to change it a whole lot aesthetically.
Yeah, and that's a great, very mindful way to, as you were saying, preserve the history, but also modernize it for the use that you have intended. And I think it's going to be a fantastic combination of old and new. So you said it's been a long project. Do you have a timeline that you can share with us for when that market will be open? Sure.
So it opened on June. So that didn't happen. And then July, and here we are. So my new goal is before our Christmas tea starts, which will be November 29th. So that's our new goal. We'll see if we hit it. If we do, we do. And if we don't, it kind of is what it is.
Excellent. So Mad Hatter, you mentioned Christmas tea. Mad Hatter is kind of unique in that you do high tea service. I have not heard of any. I'm a big tea drinker, big fan. I've not heard of any other place around here that does high tea service. Can you tell us about the boutique, the high tea service, and how people can participate and experience that?
Yeah, sure. So the high tea is sort of a traditional, British European high tea service on a 3-tier tower. It's beautiful with scones and tea sandwiches, desserts, and of course pots of teas and beautiful china and all of that. And we've been doing that for 25 years now. It's what we built the business on. And yes, nobody around here, knock on wood, but
go to the market.
Yeah. So, that's very unique. It's very different. And now with shutting down brunch and opening the market, our dine-in will basically be the high tea service, although stay tuned because we are adding a tea luncheon back in that we have not done since the old location. So that's super exciting too.
Excellent. So what's the difference between the tea luncheon and the high tea service then?
Yeah, so the high tea really is a special occasion experience, and it's not a budget-friendly thing for everybody. The tea luncheon will be more budget-friendly, and space allowed, we will take walk-ins for that. We are going to do our best to keep it reservation based, but it'll be much more affordable and also quicker, just in and out if you're meeting somebody for a business meeting or a girlfriend, or just a little more casual, even though it's in the same area. Yeah.
Excellent. It is. We had a chance to just pop in and see some of the service that was going on. It's a beautiful, beautiful space, and like you said, such a unique experience for the Twin Cities, and it feels like it's out of a storybook. It's really something that I would like to check out in the near future, and I would encourage folks at home to check out if you haven't. Like I said to you earlier today, I've driven past the exterior hundreds of times since I've worked here, and didn't set foot in there till about 2 weeks ago, and it's amazing. I can't believe what I've been missing out on.
Yeah.
So speaking of that beautiful exterior, you are in a historic building. Can you tell us a little bit about the history tours you have going on?
Oh my gosh, we're so excited about that too. It is right now predominantly geared towards summer and fall weather because it is outside. It's a self-guided tour. We've partnered with the Anoka County Historical Society, and they have been just great with getting history and assisting and doing some events with us. But it's QR code based. I think we have, I want to say 18 signs. And you walk up, you read some history, you scan the code, and you get a lot more information. And that will also take you to the historical site website, which is great. So it's just, keeping the history, the rich history of Anoka relevant, and encouraging people to come, even if that's all they want to do. And if they, go to the market and grab a cocoa and a scone, great. But really, we want to get a lot more people coming through there, and not necessarily for a 2-hour experience, just a more casual, come enjoy the property kind of thing.
And that's a great way to do it. I'm sure between that and the market, especially if next year is anything close to as nice as this year has been for outdoor activities, you're going to have a lot of success with that. That's a fantastic idea. And the Anoka County Historical Society, we can't say enough nice things about them here at QCTV. Yeah. They are awesome, so be sure to check them out and check out the Mad Hatter history tours as well. So I understand you also do private events. Can you tell us how one would go about booking a private event and some highlights of events that you've hosted in the past?
Oh gosh, we've done so many. So we do a lot of events for ourselves that we host. So with Halloween, we do an annual children's tea party. It's Wanda the Wacky Witch. That is October 9th. Tickets on our website, madhatteranoka.com. And that is where you book reservations, find out about events. To book an event is also on our website. We are not taking any more events for this year, but we will do them next year. Lots of baby showers, bridal showers, engagement parties, retirement parties. I've done several celebrations of life, which I love at that property. So just kind of whatever. We've done business meetings, but a lot of celebratory events.
That's great. And it is a great, beautiful space to have your events. It's I sound like I'm a little gobsmacked because, like I said, I'd never been in there, and it kind of knocked my socks off a little bit. It's really beautiful, and it's so exciting. All these great changes that you have that combine the history of the building with your unique business and with the future of what you want to get out of the community. So thank you for your hard work, and it's been great talking to you about Mad Hatter.
Thank you.
And thank you for going down the rabbit hole with us.
Of course. Appreciate it.